answer this question of who am I had to go to the one who knew me full well, who knew me from beginning to end, inside and out. And God showed me this. He said, Adam, you were a thought of mine, and I knew everything about you from that moment. He knew us when we were merely an idea or a concept, an abstract idea. And it just blew my mind. So being an artist and just, everything about art that I love so much, that's how he speaks to me. He speaks to you through the things that you love, the things that make you come alive. He began to expand on this idea of abstract through abstract art. I was looking at this painting and I was wondering, God, where does this painting start and where does it even end? I can't imagine that process. He can't even pinpoint where it starts, where it ends, even if it has one or it doesn't. He showed me that even in something like that, when I looked just like that to him, he knew my beginning and he knew my end. He said, to find that out, you have to ask the artist. You have to ask me. You have to ask me, because I know. He carefully worked me from nothing to something. He created me for something so much more. And I feel like a lot of the times I just kept looking at my life like an abstract painting instead of seeing what he is actually doing. As I was searching deeper and deeper, I asked God, I'm like, okay, so what did you make me for? And so he showed me through this toy. It's a really great analogy. It's actually something that God showed me back when we were doing Living Hope. This idea of God made you to fit a specific mold and that only you can fit in, that you were only made for. So he's like, you see this, Adam? These spots right here, I made you for one of those. Only you were made for something that specific because it's just a perfect fit. I don't have to force you through it. There's no challenge. It's just perfect. It's just something that you're naturally made for. And I love that because it shows me that I don't have to be anything or anyone other than who God has made me to be, and that's okay. And that's okay. It's more than okay. It's exactly what you're supposed to do. This next image that's going to be pulled up was one that I actually showed in a word that God had given me when we were doing Living Hope. And I look at this image and it's like, I was there. I allowed others to validate who I was to become. I allowed other people to measure success against God's way of success. See, I identified with, people that didn't know me as well as God knew me. And, as God was showing me this, I just felt like there's some of you here today that are just a little discouraged or really discouraged to walk in the way and to fit yourself in that mold that God has made you for. Show me, if you look at that mold like a keyhole to a door, he said, I use your purpose, I use your talents, I use what I've made you to be as a doorway to get into this world, as a way where I can impart my spirit into this world where it's needed most. You reject that mold when you try harder to become someone you're not. This world misses out on that impartation. This world misses out on my spirit. This world misses out on that God-sized impact that I can make through you, through the things that I made you for. If you're struggling to walk in confidence in who God has made you to be, I just want you to know that you can walk in confidence, that you should live out the giftings that God has given you. because that's where the impartation of the Spirit will be.